Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong and other executives speaking out last night about the Wells notice that the company received from the SEC this week. In a Twitter Spaces conversation hosted on Coinbase's account, Armstrong says that the notice wasn't entirely unexpected.
Over a series of 30 meetings over the last 9 months, we came and met with the SEC. We shared every detail of our business. We answered every question. We spent tens of millions of dollars on legal fees, explaining to them everything we could. And they finally said, all right, we're going to schedule a meeting to come back and give you some feedback. We said, great. This was going to be the first feedback that we had gotten from them in 9 months and after 30 meetings. The day before that meeting, they canceled the meeting. We didn't know why. And then a few weeks later, boom, we get started with a Wells notice.
The forum on Twitter Spaces did not allow questions. Coinbase is trading higher today after dropping by, actually it's not. It's down another 2.25% after dropping 16% yesterday. And Joe, there's all kinds of questions that people put into it. Really, the question is the scope of the Wells notice that's coming through. What's the scope of the investigation? Are they going to be looking into it saying, hey, we think all tokens are securities and you are trading these tokens without SEC kind of granted approval on any of it? Mm-hmm. Or is it going to be more minute in what comes through? And that's anybody's guess at this point.
Coinbase has been sort of the, if Coinbase needs to toughen up in terms of complying with regulatory concerns that everybody else has to. Because it's a public company, it's been out there, big IPO. There should be a lot of disclosure and a lot of transparency. I just think it's just such a new industry that's so unregulated. I don't even know if Coinbase knows exactly what it needs to do to satisfy. And that's why some people think this might end up being a positive for Coinbase.
Look, it may be a positive for crypto overall. I don't know if it's going to be positive for Coinbase. Well, it depends on what they really dig into with.
I'd feel better. I mean, have you seen what it, you know that I have trouble like buying something online. I'm looking for the place to put the credit. So I do not know how to have my own wallet. I have no idea how to do that. So anything I do in crypto has to be with Coinbase. So I assume that it's totally segregated and that whenever I want it, I can get it and I'm not going to have any problems. Am I wrong?
Don't know.
Should I? Well, so I would like to know for sure that everything is on the exactly the way it should be. So that's why, I'm not unhappy.
This is just a situation where regulation hasn't kept up with the advances in technology and with these issues that have gone through. So there's going to be a lot of questions. And people pushed into this space and said, we're going to do these things, hope we're doing it right. But you don't know what the regulators are going to decide on any of this.
I mean, initially when I looked into it and people said, no, you got to have your own wallet. I mean, your number's about that long. It is. Your number's about that long. And you need to put that somewhere.
Write it down. Put it in a safe.
And if you don't, it's gone.
Yes.
That's not good for me.
That's a little scary.
That's not good for me. I'll take my chances with Coinbase.